Spire Motorsports and Corey LaJoie are parting ways at the end of the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season. A short while ago, we were discussing Spire's decision to hire crew chief Rodney Childers as well, and wondering if he could bring out the best of Corey LaJoie in 2025. Now, we know those two won't get to work together after all, as the team looks for a new driver to get behind the wheel on the number 7 Chevrolet. But during his time at Spire as well, Corey LaJoie has earned 4 top 5 finishes and 6 top 10s. However, LaJoie currently sits 28th in the points and is underachieving this year as a rookie teammate. Carson Hocevar is outrunning him, leaving some to wonder if another driver could get more out of the equipment. Now, team co-owner Jeff, I'm going to have to rephrase that because my eyes went. Team co-owner Jeff Dickinson as well said that LaJoie has been the team's cornerstone since 2021 and acknowledged how much the driver has put his heart and soul into the organization. Dickinson remembered the times when LaJoie rolled up his sleeve to help the team before they had a race shop, toolbox, or their own cars. However, admitted that this is a performance-based business and that factor into their decision to move on from Corey LaJoie. With Ryan Sparks slowly focusing on the competition side of things and Childers joining next year, the team felt it was best to give the number 7 team a fresh start for 2025. The photo courtesy there of Spire Motorsports as well. Yes, he's been having a difficult season. I've often thought there's been moments and flashes that we've seen what Corey LaJoie really is all about. There's been a couple of great moves as well, but a couple isn't enough. So is Spire making the right decision to part ways with LaJoie, and will he stay in the Cup Series for next season?
I think it probably is time. And you mentioned Carson Hocevar coming into that team as a rookie straight up from the Truck Series has been he's been impressive at times. So that's been a good move. But Corey, it just has never. There's been, as you said, the last couple of years, there's been moments, and there was that one at Atlanta last spring, I think it was off the top of my head, where he was in the fight there after a late race caution was up front, ended up not coming his way. But other than that, he's not really. I know he's not got he's not got race winning equipment, but you can show signs and top 10s and things like that, and that's just never happened for him. Unfortunately, and he's been at that team for quite some time. He's got a good fan base support, and obviously he's got the podcast as well, which is supported by NASCAR themselves. So you would think that he'd wind up somewhere, but I've got a funny feeling it might not be at the top table in the Cup Series going into next year. And when Childers was announced as going to that team after, of course, SHR's demise at the end of the season, you thought, wow, that's a great get for them to get in with Corey, and they can gel and that can bring Corey on. But now Corey's going to be the one that's leaving the team, and who Rodney ends up working with next season is yet to be seen. So interesting to see where he ends up. But I feel like it probably, for that team who are a growing team and have got aspirations to go further up the pecking order, this is probably the right move at the right time.
It does look like it as well. And Matthew Owens behind the mic, good evening to you, says it was the only move Spire could make. Hocevar and Zane are both qualifying really well and running better than him. Corey needs to go to a top tier NXS ride, something he's never had as well. Yeah, if he can go Xfinity, that I think would be the logical step for maybe a season or two, just to get his groove back in and come back up.
Try and come back up again.
Yeah, I think there's in 2 years' time as well, some of the contracts are up as well, where it really could sort of give him a boost in terms of midfield and maybe even at the front field with a couple of drivers we know that could be nearing the end of retirement. I don't want to say it, but I'm looking mainly at Brad Keselowski. How long could he go on for? But he's having a stellar resurgence of his career. Was it 2 wins this year after an 18-month gap? So not too bad at all. I think he won Darlington, actually, which was my first race back after a couple of weeks off, it was.